Here she comes, here comes Speed Poppy. She's a demon on wheels. You're not really into your acting, are you? Hey there, real gamers, and all you gatekeepers out there. Retro Rob here, and welcome to Retro Rob Plays Everything, where we do indeed play everything. By we, I mean me and my multiple personalities. Let that simmer for a minute. Anyway, today, I've got something new from PXN. Now, they've sent me a lot of stuff. I've had some joysticks from them, and they've done pretty well. But what I've really liked from them is their steering wheels. I loved the V9. The PXN V900 was pretty darn cool too. And now we have their latest and greatest, the PXN V10, which is a beast. It came in this huge... I didn't know what it was because the box was so dang... And look at it, I'm bumping in my mic and everything. I didn't know what it was because the box was so big. I didn't register it as being something that was coming. You know, I thought it might be another chair that got sent. But no, it was the V10. So the V10 comes in one big box, but then inside there's smaller branded boxes, which is why I'm not like holding them here like I usually do in a video. There's just a lot of box going on here. Anyway, the V10 is compatible with the Xbox One, the new Xbox, you know, the Series X, the PS4, and of course the PC, which is great. Note that this is not compatible with the original Xbox One. So if you got the old Xbox One, it will not work with it. I also do not see the Switch listed. However, we're going to test it. We'll see if that works. So I'll let you know. But anyway, we need to get rolling with this. So we might as well start as we always do with the front of the box. All right, hold it a minute. I got to get my act together here. Let's start with the A7, then go to the A3, and then the V10. Let's do it that way. And here's the A7 shifter. This is the front of its box. Looking pretty. Let's take a look at the back of the box. And here's what it says. High quality material, 6+1 shifter. LED indicator light. Yeah, that's so you can go backwards. Dual function button. Mounting clamp. Product features 6+1 shifter with push down reverse gear. So you push it down and go into reverse. Which the last one we did, that one had that one too. Designed with multiple interface and support multiple devices. Standard with 2 function buttons to make game setting more convenient. Comes with mount clamps to fix the shifter's stability. That's actually nice that they did that. And it works on Windows 7, 8, 10, and 11. And it can work with the PXN V9 or the V10, which is nice. So I wonder if this is the same one. Anyway, that's about all they have to say about it. I don't think there's anything on the side, so let's open this one up first and take a look. It's bright out and I can't see the screen, so I have no idea how well this is working. Alright, we got an A7 user manual. Looks very small. It's paper. And at least it's in color. I'll be darned. Look at that. Clamp that thing up, it says. Alright. There's the usual PXN extras, the thank you. Right there. And now let's get things going. I like the presentation on this. I'm a big fan of packing presentation, and this is pretty nice. I like this. It's shiny. Because, you know, what's inside actually does reflect how much care they put into it, or, you know, whether they care or not. If something's packaged horribly on the inside and just looks good on the outside, it's, you know, it's a sign. Anyway, okay. This actually looks like it could hook up to my Commodore 64, so that's interesting. And the other side is yeah, an RG45 or the RJ Nope, that's a like a phone one. All right, so you can call in. I'm sure these will make themselves apparent soon. All right, and there we've got another set of cables. Looks like old PS2, and another serial cable. I think that was the serial cable on the Commodore 64 that looked like that. Had less pins though. And there we go, USB as well. The plastics feel pretty darn good. Not cheap. Let's see how long these things are. Yeah, I'll give it about a about 4 feet. About 4 feet of cable. I'm getting good at this. I mean, not like at this, doing videos. No, I still suck at that, but I mean, measuring. All right. Let's keep going. Hold on a second, I'm gonna change this angle a little bit. All right, and here is the shifter. And first impressions. It feels nice. The plastics are heavy. This thing, oop, here we go. Back up, back up. This one feels very heavy in the hands. Got a good positive click. Feels nice. I'm not kidding. This thing does feel very heavy. And there we go. Try and get some decent view of it. Yeah, very nice. All right, let's go unbox the pedals, or as PXN likes to call them, padels. Maybe it's French, but I doubt it. And here's the back of the box, but wait, I'm lying. It's really the side of the box, but there's no info on the back of the box, so, you know, you get what you get. Product feature, support PC plug and play, designed with 3 pedals to simulate real experience. Developed with Hall magnetic induction technology to achieve high precision and good linearity. Pedal strength can be customized to adapt to different game experience. Angle of pedals can be customized. Designed with aluminum alloy stratiated, non-slip foot pad. Holy crud. Here's the part where I show you what's inside. Again, apologies for the sound. I have world's loudest dogs, and I have a loud, echoey living room. It's a joy at parties, let me tell you. All right, opening it up. Here we go. Interesting. She feels the same way. Alrighty then. How to simulate having more than one camera when you only have one. Anyway. Actually, I do have several. They just all suck other than this one. Alright, we got a cable here. It is... oh, it's that old-fashioned USB. What is that? B, right? Which they used to use on printers a lot. To USB-C. It's this is much longer. It's it's about 5 feet long, and it's made out of decent plastic. The plastics have been pretty good. Here we have RJ45, you know, so you can network connect your foot pedals to your stick. No, that's just the cable they use for it. All right, and here we have the A3 manual. There you go. I can't really see it very well, but you can. As usual, it's in 2 colors. There's a couple random things in here. This is actually from the cable that I pulled out. There's the usual thank you. There we go. And here's the pedals themselves. Pull these out and take a closer look at them. Another couple things that are in the box. Wait, turn them towards you. A couple more things that are in the box. There's some more screws in here. And there's also some Allen wrenches in here. There's two Allen, no, one Allen wrench. And looks like 3 Allen bolts loose in the packaging. All right, so much for that. Let's change camera angles. Well, look at that. Okay, this bottom piece right here, this is all metal. This is a pretty heavy gauge plastic up here. These are metal, this is not fake. These are actually metal. The press on them is pretty hard, however, my understanding is you can adjust them. So hold on a second, let's turn this thing around. All right, these springs, they're the real thing, they're actual metal springs. These posts right here, they're metal as well. And then you can adjust the strength by adjusting these. Oop, let me show you that a little better. You can adjust the strength of the pedal by adjusting these. So if I tighten it, this will be harder to press down. If I loosen it, it'll be easier to press down. That's really nice. I want to mention too, this thing's very heavy and the plastics are really quite good. Here it is from the side, and again, I cannot express how much heavier this is than the last set of PXNs. The other ones had a nice trick that worked really well. They weren't particularly light, but they would flip out to give them more grip on the ground, so when you're pressing them, they wouldn't walk. This one, I don't think it's gonna walk. I gotta say, it's pretty darn heavy. I mean, I can walk it here on this table, but I think if it's put down, your feet are on it, there's no way it's moving. For those of you who are interested, there is the bottom of it, and it's got rubber pads here, 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 and here. And pretty nice. Again, same plastic, a heavy gauge plastic used on the bottom as well. All right, looking on the back, here's the ports. There's an RJ45 and a USB-B. You don't really need this one if you're using this one to connect to the PXN 10 steering wheel. It'll all just pass through to each other, but if you're using it alone or with some other steering wheel, you'll want to use that one. Like I said, it includes it. Also, there's this reset button right there, which is nice because you might need to reset it. I don't know. I don't even see it in the manual. And here is the front of the PXN V10's box. Force feedback racing wheel, and it's all spelled correctly. For PC, PS4, Xbox One or X1, X Series, X, and S. I'm utterly confused by Xbox's naming convention. They're nuts. Absolutely crazy. Whoever handled that in Xbox's marketing department, they need a stern talking to, a very stern one. Anyway, and they should have to explain to their grandma what that is. I don't know how that ever passed anything. Why am I ranting about this? I don't know. And here's the back of the box in benzo color. RGB indicator, left paddle, home, ABXY, right there. Right paddle, and suede leather. I'll have to check that out. Like that idea. Here's the side of the box that has some interesting information on it, which is why I'm showing it to you. Support PC, PS4, X1, Xbox Series, XIS, whatever. Developed with the technology of drive-free force feedback to bring a realistic driving experience. No idea, guys. Support to set the racing wheel function via the app developed by PXN. If you think that's going to be a pain in the butt app, you're wrong. At least if it's like the last one. The last app I used from them was actually pretty excellent, so I was really happy with that. Rotation degree can be adjusted to 270 or 900 degrees. That is a big freaking deal because 900 degrees feels much more realistic when you're driving. However, some games just don't play with it well, so the ability to adjust is good. Detachable design of the steering wheel. Yeah, you can pop the steering wheel off, and I'm going to show you that. Designed with dual paddles. Designed as racing steering wheel with ergonomic structure. It looks pretty sweet. Let's get it open. You ready for this? Let's get it going. Looks like Jericho's ready for this. Looks like Poppy's ready for this. Looks like they're both about to bark. All right, opening it up. Change angles? I think so. Alrighty then. Shush. Both of you. Dogs. All right. Some Chinese stuff. PXN, thank you. User manual, much larger this time, in several pages. There we go. And again, pardon the footsteps. If it's any consolation, I'm gonna beat them later. But anyway, look, we got a few pages here on how to connect it to various devices. We'll talk a little bit about that later. Oh, it comes detached, look at that. Real race cars do this, by the way. They detach. Oh, dude. I can smell the suede. I can actually smell it. Whoa. And this is metal. Wait, is it? Holy crud, that is metal. All right. I'm pretty impressed so far. This is the column. I'm guessing this is where all the brains are. And don't worry, I'm going to show you this at different angles in a minute. So there's the base of it. It is heavy. You know what this reminds me of? I don't know if this is going to help any of you, but it's about the weight of a hot tub motor, for crying out loud. It's heavy. This stuff is heavy. We're not messing around. Okay, a couple of brackets. Don't know why I would have to use the brackets to hold it on a table because this thing's heavy, but whatever. Power supply cable. We'll, let me break this out of here. Also has a Allen wrench with it. And there's the cables, and they feel good. They didn't chintz out on the plastic on this, so that's good. And then we got another cable in here, and that is USB to USB. It's either, when they're built like this, I have a hard time telling, but I think it's a USB micro. But it could be USB-C. No, I think it's micro. All right, that's all that's in the box. Let's take a little closer look at this guy here. All right, folks. First things first, I'm gonna help you out if you have a hard time. I caught this because I'm so amazingly smart. Anyway, I caught this right away. But you see right here, there's a keyhole right there. On the steering wheel, give it a second, there's also a key right up here. So you're gonna wanna line these up and press it in like that before you start tightening. Want more? I'll give you more. Noting key location. Putting it on here. And now just turning this cuff until it tightens. And you don't need to do anything more than finger tighten, just leave it like that. There we go. You know I'm trying to do a review, right? Could the two of you quit beating on each other for a little bit? Huh? I guess not. All right, to hook things up, you're gonna be using the two RJ45 connectors right here. This one's for the shifter, this one's for the pedals. They're marked as such. 900-degree turning, 270-degree turning. There's a DC in here. It says 24 volts, 2 amps. Pretty normal stuff. And then here is the USB pass-through for a joystick. Also, it has its own USB cable. The cable is about 9 foot, 8 inches long. That's a pretty darn long cable. All right, let's get hooking this thing up. Start out with the pedal. RG45 right there. You can see that? I showed you it earlier. And into this side. Next, let's do the shifter. All right, next let's hook up the shifter. Remember this cable right here? This is the one that looks like it's a phone cord. Okay, let's hook this guy up. Always it's keyed. There we go. I like these connections right here. I like that. That's good. Next, we plug it in right here. Okay, then the AC adapter. Get the arm out of the way. It goes right there. Sorry, I had to basically block it. And then I just plug that in. Finally, I take the long USB cable right here and connect it up to my smoking gaming PC right here. When you plug it in, it self-centers, which is pretty darn cool. Quick PSA for all of you Xbox and PS4, PS5 players out there. See this port right here? You will need to plug your controller into this to use this steering wheel with the Xbox or PlayStation. Just thought you should know. All right, next, the clamping mechanism is pretty darn unusual too. You got these two clamps. You lay them on here like this, you can feel them drop into place in the holes. Get the other side too, there we go. All right, and then you tighten them up here. And then it will clamp down. See? And hold it firmly in place. This is actually pretty decent because it makes it a little easier to store this thing. Without those clamps on the bottom, like the other models had. Of course, you could remove those pretty easily, so it wasn't so bad, but still, it's an improvement. There we go. All clamped up and somewhere to go.
Thumbs up, comment, and subscribe, or I will go Skynet on your butt.
All right, folks, we're in the PXN V9 / watch this, V10 app. We go back to the V9 because you see that search button. You hit that search button, then it finds your PXN V10, and you can configure it. Once it's configured, you know, there's not like an amazing amount you can do in here, but I can't think of anything that you'd want to do that you can't. So I can't really complain. Anyway, you can see the features right here. One of the nice things about it is hit the question mark. There we go. And look at that. It tells you what it does. Very nice. You'll probably adjust most of this stuff like once, but this stuff down below, right here, this is where you can set what each key on here does. And that's really super useful because sometimes the app you're using doesn't support mapping. You really should use the mapping from the program if you can, but if you can't, it's nice to have this here. Also note, I'm going to hit top right hand corner. Oh, wait. Before I do that, also, let me scroll back up to the top. You can do the same for the pedal. You can do the same for the gear lever, which is really, really nice. And then let's go back to these. And I'm also going to note, look at this. You can add your own configurations down at the bottom, or you can preload some. Also really pretty decent. So if I want to do that, I just hit open. I don't want to. To be honest, I don't use this feature a whole lot because most games that I play have the ability to adjust, but I'm going to guess we'll probably run into one during our gameplay that doesn't. All right, that's the app. Let's go on. The V10 does not list Switch compatibility on the box, and there's a reason. It's not compatible. Yep, does not work with the Switch, I'm afraid. So, If you're planning to use a full racing wheel with the Switch, you're out of luck. Which, if you're planning to use a full racing wheel with the Switch, you're gonna be disappointed anyway, because none of them really work with it very well. Although I was able to get the V9 to at least steer and accelerate with it, unfortunately, doesn't work with this one at all. And the shifter never would have worked anyway. So let's go on to happier things.
Retro Rob plays everything.
Alright folks, for my first game, I'm going to show you Speed Buggy, or Buggy Boy as they used to call it in Europe. And this was hard to get to configure. I'm not quite done, so if you have recommendations for a more complete configuration, please let me know in the comments down below. But anyway, I'm going to show you what I've got, and I'm so close. This is the closest I've ever been to getting this to working properly. And I'm going to tell you what, it has been a life's goal to get Buggy Boy playing with a steering wheel, and that's going to be amazing. By the way, the steering wheel's right down here. Anyway, here we go. I am in MAME, and you have to do it in the order that I say for it to work properly. You load up Buggy Boy, and then I'm going to hit Tab. And I'm going to go to Input this machine. And you see the first thing right there is gear change. Notice that there's only one button for that. That's why I'm using this instead of the shifter. It's nothing with the shifter itself, but I am going to use this little guy right here. Little paddle on my control. I'm trying to show you it. Sorry, it's clamped down, but anyway, I'm using the top paddle. So basically what you do is hit enter, clear that out, and then pull it, and then let go. And you see that? Joy 1 button 5 is now set as my gear changer. You're going to need that. All right, so next we've got, sorry, let's go back there. Pedal 1 analog. That's your accelerator pedal. And it's going to be the same thing. Hit enter, and then press down on the pedal you want as the accelerator. That's your choice. And then let it go once it shows up. Do the same thing for pedal 2. And then, you see this dial analog? This is the important one. This is the steering wheel. So you hit enter, and you turn right and left and right and left, and it will pick it up. And then you go on. Dial analog increase. Hit enter. Turn it up. Here, I'll just do it. Turn it to the right till it picks it up. Just like that. There we go. And then for decrease, turn it to the left. Note, on your version of MAME, those might be reversed. So just remember, increase to the right, decrease to the left, and you'll be fine. I'm going to go back to the previous menu. Go into analog controls. Here's what I have found works. Okay. Dial increment speed I've got set to 15 and dial sensitivity to 20. I am not married to these. I'm constantly tweaking them. If you have better, please let me know in the comments down below. I definitely want to hear from you if you got a better config. But there's one last thing that you absolutely have to do, and that is the tab. Exit this. Get out of it. Close her down. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go into your MAME folder. Look at that. I popped that up. All right. And then you're going to hit your buggyboy.ini. And then you're going to scroll down. It's going to take a little bit. Bit of scrolling here. Till you get to the core input options. I'm just making sure they're all online. Yeah, they're all here. And you're looking for joystick dead zone right here. It's going to be set at 0.3, which is ridiculous. It's like a 30% of your stick being used up. I put it down to 0.1, which is 10. Again, not married to that. I might make some changes on that in the future. We'll see how it goes. But anyway, there we go. You file, save it, get out of it, run it again. And it should be ready to go, and you'll get it about as good as I have it right now. Again, you get better, if you get a better control, let me know. But let's try it out. Hey, welcome to the Over the Shoulder Cam. I'm going to start playing some Buggy Boy here, and I guess we'll just switch back to the regular camera right here. You're not going to see everything, but it's worth a try. Ahead of time, I'm going to apologize that I don't play this game amazingly well. Didn't in the arcade, and not here either. But we're going to give it a try. Okay, I got this set, and look at that, I can shift into high. And if I let off and hit the brakes, I can brake. Which I think is pretty good. There we go. Got some more time. Did I miss it? I missed it, didn't I? I hate those rocks. And back in the low. Try and upshift. Get myself some more speed. And buy some more time. There we go. Ah! No! Oh, I'm so bad at this. Alright, there we go. Ah! Not amazing at all. But hey, it works. And again, any help tweaking this? Let me know in the comments down below. I'd really appreciate it. Let's go on. Okay, folks. In my last PXN video, somebody commented that I didn't do Euro Truck Simulator. And I laughed them off. Laughed them off, I did. And I was a fool. I'm big enough to admit it. Because this is the best damn thing I've ever played. I'm not kidding, all right? I know. You think I might be kidding? This is freaking great. By the way, number one, and maybe I'll go into options real quick. There's not a whole lot I have to say about it, but it walks you through setting up the controls. The only thing I'm going to mention about the setup on this is make sure, where is it? There we go. That you have the accelerator, the brake, and the... I don't think the clutch you have to do. Actually, all three, yes, should be set to normal, normal, and normal. By default, some of these are set to reverse. Don't let that happen. But other than that, walks you through, even the gears, and everything works great. So I got 12 speeds. I don't know if I covered this before, but there's a low-high button on here. Makes it very clear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hit the high button, and boom, you got the other 6 gears. It's great. By the way, the last one did that too. I just didn't cover it right. All right. Look, enough talking, man. Let's drive. And I'm just going to drive around a little bit. I'm still on my first drive, and wow, this is just great. Oh, no, not the brakes! All right, here we go. Ready for this? There we go. In my first 5 minutes, I had flipped this sucker. It was great. Fabulous. Oh, God. I'm going to be dead. Did I get off on the wrong... No. Did I get off on the wrong exit? I got off on the wrong exit. Oh, I got off on the wrong exit. Wait. Can I fix this? No, I didn't get off on the wrong exit. Alright. I'm going to try not flip. But look at this. By the way, the clutch even works. Like, right. It's amazing. I'm doing terrible, but still. This is great. I've just discovered Zurich. By the way, I'm just so glad, so stinking glad that I'm in an area that you drive on the right side of the road. I would be so screwed. Okay, I'm almost to my destination. So I'm gonna flip things. Oh, I just ran a red light! Oh, I lost money! No! What are you doing? Get going, get going. What gear am I in? Where's my gear shift? I'm in 12th gear. I'm in trouble. There. No, I'm... Arrgh! There we go. I'm okay. Okay, I'm not running another red light. There we go. Okay. Okay, I'm in 7th. Now I'm in 1st. Alright. This is so cool. Look at, I'm waiting for a red light. It's the only video game I'll ever do that in. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. I can go a little faster. I'm going like 2 kilometers per hour. Come on, you can go faster. What? There, I'm in 4th. Come on, hurry up. Turn! 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 Now it turns. I stalled it. Oh, wait, you gotta... I love this too. You gotta have the clutch in. Oh, I'm rolling backwards. Oh no, I'm... There we go. Look at that. I'm letting off the clutch. It's a red light again. Is that a cop? That's a cop. That's a cop. How long is this light gonna be? Here we go. Here we go. Lighten it up. This is freaking great. You're gonna see some of the brilliance of this game momentarily. Alright. It really bothers me that I don't have a turn signal, by the way. Dude, what the heck? Oh, I guess. Fair enough. Waiting for traffic. I'm totally ignoring that red light, by the way. How am I gonna turn? How am I gonna turn the semi? Oh my god, this is... Oh, I'm in a jackknife. I don't want to... I'm just not gonna look. Right? I can feel it. Oh, was I supposed to turn wider? I bet you I was. I'm gonna go look at the back. I'm alright. Alright. I'm gonna have to U-turn again. I've screwed this up. I am failing as a truck driver. Failing as a truck driver. But ruling the roost in this game. I just... Wait, can I just go around the block? Can I turn? Oh, God. I'm gonna hit somebody. Should I be worried about that? Okay, so I gotta go through the intersection, I think. Wait, yeah. Through the intersection. I made a mistake. Okay. Come on. Come on. I bet this game has turn signals. I bet I can map them. Alright, here we go. I'm almost there. And... Alright, where am I supposed to be here? Alright, wait. Let's look around. There it is. There's where I'm supposed to go. Am I supposed to back in? Let's see. We'll see if I can... Okay, look at this reverse. Wait. Alright, so I'm going to edit this video a little bit because I spent probably about 10 minutes backing the semi-truck into the parking spot. And then, you're like this, I realized I need to park forward. I could have just turned in the entire time. Great stuff. I'm going with, there we go. I got it. What? Really? Alright. Fine. I can do this. There we go. Come on. Let's reverse. Down. Bugger off! I don't care. Trailer damage. There it is. I've done it. It wanted me to pull him forward, didn't it? What a jerk. I'd back in. Fine. I'm gonna cause trouble on this roadway. I'll tell you that. If I haven't already. Oh. Don't try this in real life. There we go. Oh, I clipped it. Oh. Little damage. Little damage. Nothing to see here, though. Oh, bugger off again. I made a pass. Look at that. There. I've made it. Woo! This is freaking great. I mean, sure. Other channels will give you cars, Assetto Corsa, but I mean, cripes, everybody does those. Don't you get sick of seeing the same games played over and over again? I mean, this'll play them, of course. Same way the V9 will, and the 900 will. But I'll tell you what other people won't show you. They won't show you Art of Rally. And look at how well this plays! It took very little mapping to get it to work, and I was able to map it from within the program. And I gotta tell you, this is an enjoyable experience. Game looks beautiful. It plays great. Arrgh! Don't die! There we go. Okay, good. I mean, look at this. This actually controls really well. This game's about perfect for a steering wheel. I can't believe they didn't think about this. Come on, Fun Selector, get your act together. But really, this is great. I love this. Come on. Ooh. Don't hit him. Don't hit him. There's my brake lights. Come on. Oh, don't. Don't go flying. Oh, I wrapped it. Oh. right around that tree. That's gonna cost me. I wonder if I can hit a person. They're getting away. Almost there. Almost there. Oh, come on, hold her down, hold her down. By the way, this is a game that picks up on how far down you are on the accelerator, so it isn't just like all the way down or all the way off the gas. So it works really well. That's great. Gotta love it. I know what you're thinking. Rob, it's amazing that you're about to play Retrowave. It's my favorite game. I know it's your favorite game, everybody. I know. I know. Mine too. Alright, so anyway, pro tip. Not even a pro tip. Just a Rob tip. Here's the deal. If you want to play this game with the steering wheel, you got to have it in X input mode, which is, you know, to be expected. But you got to do it after the game starts. That's the trick. It's a trick with a lot of games. I don't know why, but you know what? It works, and I'm happy. And, you know, I don't need to be judged. I like what I like. I like this game. Oh, crap. Because I'm a real gamer. Still, I do love this with the steering wheel. Man. It really, it changes the feel of the game. By the way, the brakes work too. Right out of the box. Right, oh shoot. Right out of the box. Come on. Oh no, I'm in trouble. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe I'm alright. So the pedals do work. Of course, the shifter doesn't because there's no shifting in this game. But still, I mean, all right, maybe it's a little silly to use a $300-some controller to play Retrowave, but I'd pay $300 to do it. Well, that's it. Let's move on. Alright. Final game, World Rally Championship 8. And, one thing this definitely has is force feedback. I gotta tell you, it's almost abusive. I am taking a beat down from this thing. And I think you can probably hear it through the mic, because I got the mic kind of between me and the steering wheel. It's crazy. And this game fully uses the clutch and the stick shift. Pretty much everything this controller has to offer is used in this particular game. And I'm not amazingly good at it, to be honest. Break! No, no, no! There we go. Oh, I flip it. That's like a new record for me. Rats. Still, I haven't totally crashed yet. It's almost certainly going to happen. There we go.
Square right over gravel. Into right 3 medium. Tightens, rock out.
Come on. Don't fall apart.
Into flat left, 30 over crest. And flat left medium. Tightens. 30.
Again, this is pretty hairy, but a lot of fun.
Left 5 short into right 3. 80 uphill. Caution, keep right to the crest. Jump 80. 50.
It is pretty much better than having an arcade game at home.
Right 5, keep into left 4. Bumpy, tightens.
These motors are really, really freaking strong.
Right 5, 50.
Let's...
Left 5, medium brake.
Nope, nope. Don't do it, Rob. Wait. There. Whew.
Into right 2. Small cut
Again,
tarmac. Into right
I'm
2.
sucking, but
Into flat left 50. Bumping narrow
it
through the crest.
feels great.
And right 4, small cut, open medium. Into brake. Into square left.
Oversteer it.
Into right 4, narrow.
Good thing I'm not paying for this transmission.
Left 5, bumping into right 5. Into left 3, medium. Into right 4, long, tightens into kinks.
I really appreciate it telling me that I'm like way behind.
And left 3, short into right 5, tightens 2, short.
No! Landed it.
And right 3 into left 3, medium, bumpy.
Come on.
Into right 4, long, open.
I think what I need in this game is a lot of practice.
And left 4, over bump into right 5, long uphill.
Almost there.
Into right 6, 50. And flat left on the crest. Keep middle, into right 6, 50. Keep right and flat left into right 6, tightens, no cut. Brake for left 5 into right 3, short, tightens.
Boy!
Into
Nope,
left
nope.
3, short.
No, don't crash! Ugh.
Left 5, rock up. And left 5, 50.
Come on.
Left 5 and right 4 short. Into finish.
Woo! Well, I survived. Didn't set any records, though. Did terrible, but man, that was pretty fun. Alright, let's wrap things up. And that wraps it up for the PXN V10 racing wheel. I want to thank PXN for sending this out for me to play with. It has been a great time. I gotta say that this is a very, very heavy, and I mean both physically and as far as the build quality goes, racing wheel. It feels really solid, and it just decent construction all around. I have no problem at all with any of the construction quality on this thing. It's pretty darn impressive, honestly. The force feedback is really strong. I mean, just it'll kick your butt, man. I mean, you might even want to dial it down a little bit, but it sure is fun when you're playing. I just have a blast playing with it because the force feedback's like right in your face. It is really good. So again, just a great job on that. The app, I don't feel it's 100% necessary anymore. I didn't do a lot of programming in it because I didn't need to. I don't know if I'm just getting better at dealing with like the in-game configuration than I used to be. I'm not sure, but I found that I spent way less time tweaking this one out, with the exception of MAME, but MAME's always a horror to deal with these kinds of things. But I just had a lot of fun playing games with it, and that is kind of the point of the thing. Only couple criticisms. I kind of wish it would start itself in X input mode instead of D input mode, because you got to switch. If you want to use an unsupported game, you got to switch it over to X input, and that you do that by pressing the center button. I'm looking back at it. You can't see it, sorry. But you got to press the center button to switch it out. I kind of wish it would start out in X input and then let me switch over to D input, because X input's the more widely compatible. It's just that in racing games and stuff, you generally set it up in D input. Anyway, I do, and that gives you a little bit more control over it. So I'm guessing that's why they did it, because most people that are going to buy this, you know, you spend, at least at the time that I'm speaking, it's a $300 plus set, and you're probably going to be using it for more simulation than you are for arcade games like I like to do. But anyway, man, Euro Truck Simulator was a blast, by the way. So anyway, the other criticism I would have to say is that I think it could have used a little bit longer cable between the pedals and the control stick, because I found that to be just a little bit short for me. It might be because I keep my desks high, which, you know, it's not super high, but I've got a really wide desk, so I couldn't really put it through the back and then connect it. I had to go through the front. It's not a huge deal, but just note it is a little bit shorter than I would have liked. I don't think it's shorter than average or anything, but they put in this like huge long USB cable into the back of the device, which is freaking great. I'd like that kind of cable for the feet. Maybe it's just me, I don't know. That's about it. That's all I really have to say. If there's anything else you'd like to know about it, you know, feel free to give me a comment down below. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please do me a big favor. Give me a thumbs up and comment and subscribe for more. And I'll see you in a couple days. Bye.